Hello everybody. Well, as you can see, it's neither sunny nor outdoors, which means I'm indoors because it's raining and I'm in Yorkshire. And I'm jet lagged as well, which is why I look a little tired. And I'm sure you've got no sympathy for me at all on either count, because I've been away and you haven't. Anyway, that wasn't the point of today's video. The point of today's video is one of change. Now, it's traditional at this time of the year to reflect on our racing for the season and to think about where we went wrong, because that's what triathletes do. They very rarely reflect on the things they did well. Reflect on what you did wrong, reflect on what you could do better next year, and then make changes to your training, either to go harder or longer or both, in order to be faster next season. And the change I want to impress on you is a change in the way of thinking. I'd like you to think perhaps about doing pretty similar training to last year, but changing the environment in which all that training takes place. And I don't mean moving swimming pools and joining a different club. What I mean is changing the environment within which you exist. So over the last few weeks, I've been posting videos and written posts about certain aspects of recovery, of nutrition, of lifestyle. And in the next few weeks, or in the next few days, I'm going to be introducing a challenge to you, to help you think about ways in which you can change your environment. Now, you could do a whole raft of changes if you like, but the more you change, the more difficult it is to make them stick as habits. So I'd suggest maybe starting with 4 or 5 things at the max. It could be lifestyle. You could be trying to reduce your stress. It could be nutrition, changing the food you eat and changing the times you eat it and changing the way in which you prepare it. It could be something to do with recovery. Maybe you do a little less training and give yourself a bit more downtime. That will probably work for a lot of people. It'll be different for each of you. And some of you may already have the sleep aspect off to a T. You probably don't need any changes there, but perhaps it's your nutrition, or maybe that's good as well, and you need to try and reduce the stress in your life, maybe by organising things a bit better, not being stressed about racing around. Now, I know that some of you have schedules that are set by work, and you probably in your current thought pattern find it difficult to break out of that, but there is always a way to change things for the positive. And I would bet quite a lot of money that if your work performance improved as a result of making a substantial change, your employers would be happy as well. So, as I said, I would like to impress on you the importance of change. You know that old phrase, if you always do what you've always done, you always get what you've always had. And so if all you do is routinely change some element of your training, and it's probably not going to be that big a change, then you're always going to get fairly similar results. And I know what I'm suggesting is radical, but I think if you make a radical step, the worst that can go wrong is it doesn't work for you when you go back to where you were before. It's not going to kill you. Hopefully it's not going to make you ill or injured. It's an experiment. And if you give it full commitment, more than likely it's going to work. So, as I said, I will have a challenge for you in the next few days. I'm just putting the final touches to what that might be and how it's going to work. It's probably going to last for 28 days. And all I want you to do is, if you're interested, let me know by clicking on the link below to register your interest. And as soon as the detail is ready, I'll send you the information so you can put your name down for real and we can get cracking. All right, I'm going to be making some changes too, and you'll be able to follow my changes in my posts, and I'll probably create a private Facebook page so we can all be in it together and create a little community. So look forward to seeing you on that. I'll be back on Friday with another video, but until then, thanks for watching. Bye for now. Enjoy the rest of your week.